Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I can't, bro. Look, at least I didn't come in with the, it's your boy Dayton B. Come on. I am super excited. We're finally here doing our first YouTube video, our first official YouTube video. Look, we tried, actually technically it's the second first, all right? The first one didn't go so well. The editing was crazy. We're not gonna worry about that, but we're finally here. I know you guys have been waiting, so I'm gonna try to get right to it. But I just wanted to say hello and thank you guys for tuning in and joining me this far and continuing to go. Today, we're actually going to make some brownies, all right? The best brownies I have ever made. I finally settled on this recipe a little while ago. If you've been following my TikTok, I've made a lot of brownie recipes and this is the one. This is the one. Now, if you've noticed, this is not the kitchen. This is actually my living room in my apartment. If you follow my pages on TikTok and Instagram, you know that I work in a kitchen, you know, at home. A little bit bigger, not too big, you know, I ain't rich or nothing, but a bigger kitchen, so a lot of more space to work with, better backgrounds and stuff. But because I've moved out into a different apartment for the summer while I'm doing internship, and then I'll be moving to another apartment during the school year in the fall, which I'm super excited for. We'll talk about that another day. But I'll be moving a lot, man. I'll be working inside of apartments, so the view is a little bit different. The kitchens aren't as big, so I gotta work with what I got. And I'll be doing a lot of drop views. If you're watching some of my TikTok videos recently, I've had a lot of videos where you kind of just like see down on the platform and see everything I'm doing below. That's pretty much how a lot of my videos will be done this summer. However, I got one idea that I want to do. I have to work out a little kink, but I have a little bit of a patio outside and I'm going to work out a way to be able to do videos outside. I think it would be really cool, really fun to have videos outside. I think it would be a really nice experience. So I'm gonna work on that. The only kink I'm trying to work out is the bugs. There's a lot of bugs where I am here, and I can't be icing the cake and a gnat flies onto top of the cake like it's a garnish, okay? Can't have it. So I'm working on that, and it's gonna take a little while because I'm gonna have to purchase a couple things if it can even work, and I'm working on a budget. So as much as I would love to be in front of the camera, trust me, I would much rather be in front of the camera. Eventually we'll get there, but this will have to do. Just make sure you subscribe to subscribe to YouTube, but follow my other platforms, Instagram and TikTok, both Dash of Dayton, and YouTube is TasteTheVibes, as you know, because you're here. Just so you know, I'll be trying to do this kind of in one take and doing as minimal editing as possible because I want to get this video out to you guys as quick as possible. So I'm gonna mess up here and there like I just did, but we're not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna keep going, and I'm gonna try to do it pretty quickly and just, you know, let it flow. So first off, we are actually going to get ourselves a bowl and make sure you preheat your oven to 375. Actually, scratch the bowl. We're actually going to prepare our pan. I have my 8" by 8" baking pan, and then I have some parchment paper to put inside. I use parchment paper on the inside, that way it's easier to lift out of the pan when it's done and I want to cut it up. How I get it in the pan, oh my gosh, I think I just hit the camera. God dang it. How I get it in the pan though, I actually just push it in, and then I kind of put my fingers, they're wide enough to be able to push in the corner. I take a knife and I basically just kind of scrape the corners down so that it makes a little bit of a line. I keep hitting the camera. So it makes a little bit of a line. And then I just cut the paper on those lines. Once I cut the lines, I just stick it back in the pan. Corners will go in, then you can cut off the excess. But I'm gonna leave like these two so that I can pull it out. So I'll just cut off the insides of this one here. All right, now that that is done, we can work on our crust. Yes, I do a crust. I like the texture difference. You're gonna get yourself a nice big Ziploc bag, and then you're also gonna grab your graham crackers. To use the less equipment, or if you don't have one, this is a really easy way to do it. I take the graham crackers and I stick them in the bag, and then I just roll them out with a rolling pin. And usually if you put enough pressure on it, 2 rolls and they're finely chopped. I'm also using a mic right now. I've switched up to a mic, so hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. Take our handy dandy rolling pin. I have like, honestly like 6 of them. And then we're just gonna roll it out. And it might not look like it's broken, but when you lift it up, it's still not broken. So you keep going. And that's what you should have. A nice, finely crumbly graham crackers. And you're just going to actually mix this up with a little bit of butter, melted butter, and then you're gonna press it into the bottom of the pan. And usually I'll just lift it back up and give it a shake. And you're gonna press that into the bottom of the pan. And then you're gonna sit this in your preheating oven for about 10 minutes so that it can firm up a bit before you put in your batter. Off our surface here. You didn't see that. Now for the brownie recipe. Start off with your big mixing bowl. 1 stick of melted unsalted butter. 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. And 1 cup of dark brown sugar. I use brown sugar for the better flavor and moister brownies. I also have butter on my hands. You're gonna give that a really nice mix. Yes, my whisk for this is actually really big. It looks like it's regular size in the video, but it's actually really big because I can't find my medium size one. But you're gonna give that a nice mix. I love the color that like sugar and butter make, especially brown sugar. Like this looks amazing. And it tastes really good. Don't do it though, probably very unhealthy. So that's a really nice texture, and that's all mixed in. Next, you're gonna drop in about a splash. I always do a splash. There is no actual measurement. If you wanted to give a measurement, you would say a tablespoon or a teaspoon. You know, it's just a splash, okay? A splash of vanilla, a really nice vanilla. I have Nielsen and Macy. I have a lot of different vanillas. This is just the recent one I've tried. Get yourself another bowl. Hopefully that is big enough. And we're gonna do our dry ingredients. 1 cup of flour. 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Dark cocoa powder I like to use. A teaspoon of espresso powder. Really gives that brownie batter an extra kick of, you know, just something crazy. And a teaspoon of baking powder. Once you've got all that together, give it a nice mix. Try not to make a mess like me. Cocoa powder like makes such a mess, like more than flour. Like for some odd reason, cocoa powder just flies everywhere. That's better. Then you're going to melt about 4 ounces of chocolate chips with butter. I have about a tablespoon of butter. So we're just gonna pop this in a microwave on some burst for about 15 seconds each on half power level. Give it a nice mix. Pop it back in the fridge. Not the fridge, don't put it in the fridge. Oh my gosh. Put it back in the microwave, please. Wipe down number 2. Next, we're gonna take our wet mixture and add 3 eggs. Go ahead and mix them one at a time, just because you don't want to overwork or anything like that. If you cannot do a one-handed crack, do not be discouraged. Try it anyway. I want to work towards like a 2-hand crack, so like 2 of them in one hand and crack them that way. I think I did it once, I can't remember. Ooh, that was scary. That one almost got a shell. Not gonna lie to you. But almost don't count. And to this, you're going to begin to add your dry mixture. Do it in like a couple batches at a time. It's gonna start to get hard to mix. It'll start to get tougher, but just keep going. Really get a workout in. If you skip bicep day, well, here's your chance. I'm pretty sure it's back in by day for me too. And you can just kind of go in the middle. It'll pull everything on the inside. And that last batch. I can't wait to, you know, see what this account is doing in like 6 months from now and see how my video quality gets better and, you know, the production in general. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. I honestly could just eat it right now. I'm going to add, you know, about 1/2 cup to a cup of chocolate chips. So you can do as much as you want. And also, we cannot forget about our melted chocolate, all right? And if it's not all the way melted, that's okay. It'll melt and it'll mix in nice and smoothly with the batter. Oh yes, that's awesome. Once you got that all mixed up, pan, your graham crackers. Drop this inside. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I may or may not leave a little extra in the thing just so I can have a little snack. And then I'm going to drop in a couple flakes of salt, just a little sprinkle. You have to be careful with salt, but a little sprinkle of salt on the top. And then you're gonna bake this in the oven for about 40 minutes, but always pay attention to what it looks like. Never rely solely on time because people's ovens are different. And this is me having my mid-bake vibe session that we all love, but unfortunately I can't let you guys hear what I'm playing because of copyright rules, so the video will get taken down. And this is not gonna work. Me and YouTube are gonna have a talk because I can't have y'all missing out on the vibes. But I was listening to La 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 by Sam Smith. I'm a huge Sam Smith guy, and yes, I was fully singing it. Will I sing today? Probably not. I also made up a quick caramel for the brownies. A really easy recipe that I can show you guys in another video. Just some sugar, water, heavy cream, some butter, and of course that sorbet action. All right, our brownies are done. They look beautiful. I baked them for about 36 to 7 minutes, I think. I accidentally left them in there a little bit longer than I actually wanted to because I was making the caramel, but that's okay. They came out perfectly fine, and they are also all cooled down. So we're gonna grab those tabs that we left earlier and pull it out. Set it right down. Super easy how thick that is. Ooh, that's beautiful. We're gonna cut that up into about 9 squares, nice and evenly as possible. Better view of what this center looks like. Moist. You can see some of those chocolate chips are melted in there. Crust. Oh man, this is amazing. These are my favorite brownies all time. And now we just get to make it look all nice and pretty and plate it, top it with some caramel. But I didn't have any ice cream, but I did have like these drumstick ice cream things, so I took one of them off of the cone with one more drizzle. You just can't go wrong with this brownie recipe. It comes out perfect every time, as long as you don't mess up. You won't mess up because I told you what to do. You got it. These are gonna be amazing. Now I'm gonna enjoy this as my dinner, per usual, and gonna enjoy me some Flash because I'm a huge Marvel DC guy. If you didn't know, now you know. I hope you guys like it. Definitely try it out and let me know what you think in the comments. And also comment some things you might want to see me make as well. I'm always looking for something new to bake. That's the whole point of my channel. I like making something new every day. All right, so definitely give it a try. Make sure you give it a like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. And as always, taste the vibes. I'll catch you guys later. Oh my God, that's good. Oh, that's about good as.